Some might say that I'm a loner, but I just call it being free. I am my heart's only owner, or at least I used to be. 'Cause now a wildfire is raging deep inside, and my heartstrings are pulling like the tide.
Hey everyone, I'm Calvin with Southern Country Living.
And I'm Marie.
And we hope everyone's having a great day. Here in Northwest Georgia, the weather has turned cold on us, hasn't it, Marie?
Yeah, it's a little chilly.
And so what better than chilly weather than to have a good chili meal?
Right.
And so I found this recipe, and it's called a Keto Chili. And so it does have tomatoes in it. It's got a little bit of carbs, but not too many. And I'm not real familiar with all the ketos that requires a recipe to be keto. But this chili looks good, and I thought I'd give it a try. I've tried several different types of chili, and I just like any kind of chili, don't you, Marie?
Yeah.
So anyway, Marie has already made us some cornbread muffins. They're right over here, and they sure do look good. And so when the chili's ready, we'll have cornbread muffin already ready. I'm going to take just a little bit of olive oil, about a tablespoon, and I'm going to put it in the bottom of my pan. And I've just started heating the pan, so it takes a little time for it to get up to a good temperature. I'll go ahead and turn it up a little higher. You know what, it would help if I plugged it in. You know how it is, right? Okay, it'll heat up a little quicker now. Okay. It's going to take a couple minutes to heat up, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and add my onions to it. This is one whole onion that I've got chopped up. Go ahead and put all that in there. And then I've got, this is one whole red bell pepper and a whole green bell pepper. And we're going to put all that in there. And then I'm going to put some garlic in. Let's see, how much garlic did this call for? It calls for 2 cloves of garlic. And so I usually put about 2 spoonsful in there. So I just go ahead and put a couple of spoonsful of garlic.
Whoa.
That's a big spoon, right, Marie?
Right.
If you watch very often, you know that I like adding garlic to my recipes. Okay. This is going to take 2 or 3 minutes to heat up. But once it gets hot, I'm going to stir it and heat it for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then I'll be back with you. Okay, now my pan is starting to get warm, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a little stir, and we'll let this cook for just a minute or two before I add the other ingredients. Nothing smells better than putting your garlic in a pan and getting it good and hot, just smelling the flavor of that garlic. I know a lot of people don't like garlic, and that was me probably 10 years ago. I would not have anything to do with garlic, but I started eating it and liking it, so I got to where I wanted on everything I cook. And I made the vegetables be sort of chunky, and I figured they'd give it more texture in this chili, because this chili does not have any beans in it at all. It's mostly meat and vegetables. I'll go ahead and open this ground beef up. I picked this up at Piggly Wiggly's, And we actually made a trip down there early this morning, picked this up. But this is a 2-pound package of ground beef. This is the 80/20. They call it ground chuck, but it's hamburger meat's what I call it. Let me go ahead and get it open. Really smelling good now. You can use peppers and onions and garlic, and you can make all kinds of soups and casseroles. This is just a good base for a lot of things. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut this hamburger in smaller sections so I can put it in there without it all falling everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add my ground beef to it now. See if I can do it without making a big mess. Okay, it's a lot of ground beef. Let me get it chopped up a little bit. And as it heats up, I'll probably have to come back and chop it up just a little more. But we'll just get it started here. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn my heat up until this ground beef gets cooked. Okay, it's gonna take a few minutes for the ground beef to brown, and so I'm gonna go ahead and let it brown real good, and then I'll be back with you. Okay, I'm back. This ground beef is almost done. Let it go just a little bit more here. And mine had more grease in it than I wanted to see. So I did go ahead and drain out about 3 tablespoons of grease. I left a little bit in there, you can probably see there, but I drained out some of the excess. So now would be the time to get it out if you don't want your chili to be greasy. Okay, next I'm gonna add some tomato paste, and it calls for 3 tablespoons of tomato paste, and I'm just gonna use a regular kitchen spoon and put some in. And we'll call that 3 tablespoons. It might be a little bit over. So we'll stir that around a little bit before I add my other stuff. I love how that's smelling right now. Really, really smells good. Okay. Next ingredient that I'm going to add is some of my taco seasoning. And this is a taco seasoning that I mixed up that is supposed to be a keto-friendly taco seasoning. I will leave the recipe in the description below for how to mix this up, but I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of this in there. Okay. And then I'm going to add a half of a teaspoon extra of chili powder. And then I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of salt. And a half a teaspoon of black pepper. Okay, let me give this all a good stir. It's even starting to look like chili now. Get that seasoning mixed in with that meat really good before I add the liquid to it. Okay. Next, now you can use canned tomatoes, but the recipe specifically said that it's better if you use fresh tomatoes and just dice them up. And this is 28 ounces of fresh tomatoes. I said dice, but they're actually chopped, pretty big pieces. So we're going to put all those tomatoes in there. And then we're going to put, this is 1.5 cups of beef broth. And we'll just go ahead and add all that in there. Okay, let's give it another good stir. Okay, now the recipe calls for reducing the heat, and after putting all those cold tomatoes in there, it cooled it off pretty good bit. But it says to bring the heat down to low, so I'm going to turn it down to about a 2, and then we're going to cover it with the lid, and we're going to let it sit here and simmer for about 1.5 to 2 hours. And I'll come back every few minutes and give it a stir just to make sure nothing's sticking and make sure it's not cooking too hard, because on these little electric burners it's hard to get the temperature adjusted just right. When I'm cooking over here on the gas stove, I know exactly where to put it, but here it's a little difficult to get used to it. Okay, so we're going to let this cook for a while. We'll be back with you probably in about 2 hours, and we'll see how this turns out.
Hi everyone, I'm Marie from Southern Country Living, and today I'm making a Mexican cornbread, and then right after I finish, Calvin is going to make us a keto chili, and we think that'd be really good with it. And so this is my version of my Mexican cornbread. There's a lot of versions out there, but this is the one I'm using today. I have 2 cups of Martha White cornmeal mixed in my bowl. And so this right here is 1 1/3 cup of buttermilk I'm putting in. I'm putting in 1/4 cup of oil. One egg. And this is, I'm also putting in a half a can of cream corn. And Also, you can put in Mexican corn if you want to. And I'm putting in 6 tablespoons of jalapeno pepper. If you don't want it real hot, you can put in maybe 3 tablespoons. Okay, and so now then I'm going to put in some onion. You can put that into your taste. I just put a little bit in mine. Okay, so now I'm going to stir this all up. I think I just about got this stirred up good enough. Okay, so now then I'm going to put this mixture in my muffin pans, and I've already have them greased, and I put just a little cornmeal sprinkled on the bottom of it. And this is my new muffin pan. It's Pioneer Woman, and I hope that my muffins come out good. Okay, so I'm going to put about 1/3 batter in my muffin tins.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air, and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all.
Okay, I'm going to put this in a 400-degree preheated oven for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then I'll be back. Okay, I forgot something. I forgot to put my cheese in here. I normally put about maybe a cup or 2 cups, but today I'm going to try to improvise a little bit. I'm going to try to get some cheese in this and cover it back up. Okay. All right, let me get some of this out. Okay, I'm going to finish doing all the rest so you don't have to watch me do each one of them. And when we come back, I hope we have some good cornbread muffins.
Okay, everyone, we're back, and this chili is done.
Smells good, doesn't it?
It smells great. I was going to say that's the hardest part about making this meal is smelling it and having to wait till it got done to cook it. And so I am definitely ready to eat some. Marie's cornbread turned out real good. Let me just show you a piece here what it looks like. I'm going to try to do it on this camera here. Hopefully you get a focus right there, but let me break it apart. Boy, that looks good, Marie. Okay, this will be my piece. I got it broken because I'm going to end up putting mine in my chili anyway, okay? Let me show you this chili. And we ended up letting this cook for 1 hour and a half. And the recipe said anywhere from 1.5 hours to 2. And to me, it was done. It looked great. It smells fantastic.
Did we share with everybody about me forgetting to put the cheese in?
Yeah, we shared that, Marie. And we also shared me forgetting to plug up the burner.
Yeah.
So today we're just, we're in a different world, but we're trying to get something cooked. Marie, you want 1 scoop or 2?
2. Yeah, I had to make a little place in the center for my cheese because I forgot it. Forgot to put it in. And so I put about, I'd say a cup. You can put a cup or 1.5 cups if you want to. You can even put 2 cups.
Okay, there's your chili, Marie.
Okay.
I'd like to put my cornbread in the bowl first before I add my chili to it. So let me put some cornbread in. Okay, let me put mine in down here. I love Marie's Mexican cornbread. It's always really good. Okay, now let me put some chili on top of mine.
I make it different ways. I may not always make it the same way as the recipe, but I stick pretty close to it.
Okay, that looks good. Would you like some sour cream, Marie?
Yeah,
I'm gonna put just a little bit more on mine.
but I think I'll taste my chili before I put the sour cream on it.
Okay. Since I had the cornbread down in the bottom of mine, I needed just a little more. Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and taste mine.
Go ahead and do a taste test. Go ahead.
It's very good.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm. That's very delicious.
I bet it's still hot because it's been cooking.
Yes, it is hot, but
Okay, let me get pictures right quick.
it also has a little heat to it, but not much.
Okay, Marie, you gonna add some sour cream to yours? Mm-hmm. How about some cheese?
Mm-hmm. That is a really good recipe, Kevin. I think we're going to really stick with this one.
You like this chili?
I love it. I like your original chili recipe too.
I do too.
I just like to cook things differently sometimes and try different recipes.
Yeah, we've got 2 or 3 different ways that we like to make chili, and I like them all.
Yeah.
We even open up a can of chili and just add some tomatoes to it, and we enjoy that for lunch a lot of times, don't we?
Yeah, that's our fast and easy
Mm-hmm.
chili from our pantry.
Let me get one bite of this. I'm gonna cool it off because I don't want to get burned.
Yeah, I like to have gotten burnt, but I just managed to escape.
I'll give it a second because I do not want to get burned.
It's not a pleasant feeling. Okay. It's very good, isn't it?
That is very good. Let me get one more bite. Not too hot to me. Spicy hot, not too spicy hot.
No, it's not, but it is a little spicy to me, but not too spicy.
I like it.
Yeah, it's very good.
That is good chili.
That's a very good recipe. Now I'm going to try a bite of my Mexican cornbread. It's good too.
Okay. Okay, everyone. Hope you enjoyed watching us make this chili. If you try it, let us know what you think about it. Like I said, I didn't even miss the beans at all.
No.
And normally I always put a lot of beans in my chili. And I didn't miss them at all. And I don't know a lot about the keto diet, but I am going to start trying to learn a little bit about it because I do want to start cutting back on my carbs. And I've already cut back on my sugar and I'm doing real good on that. I realize that tomatoes does have a little bit of sugar in tomatoes. And but other than that, this don't have any sugar in it, and it's very low in carbs. Now, the cornbread don't count. I'm not talking about the cornbread, I'm talking about the chili itself.
Yeah, and our tea, it doesn't have sugar in it either.
No, it's got artificial sweetener in it.
And we know that's not good, but, it's better than sugar for us.
It is. Okay, we'll go ahead and close this video out. Hope you enjoyed watching us make the chili and the cornbread muffins. And y'all have a great week, and we'll see you on our next video.
And y'all do what you love and love what you do. And like Kevin said, we'll see you on the next video. And y'all have a great day. Bye.
Stand by you when you're falling, when the river is calling. I said I love you forever. We can make it together. What goes up must come down. There's lots of friendly faces all around, and nothing's ever lifting me higher than a touch of your sweet desire. Well, we're all built in right. We just have to hold on through the night. As long as we are watching the